Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunters, all the playbook. Bring you an NFL matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. Now, the Redskins come to this game after taking a tough loss on the chin to the Colts, but what they have to do offensively against the Bears is come in and utilize more double tight end sets. The reason why double tight end sets are effective is due to the fact that when teams try to pressure you, they have to widen that pressure out. Now you have better leverage in the run game. You also have better leverage in play action passing, and the fact that you have two good tight ends in Fred Davis and Chris Cooley makes you more dangerous when you're in that set, especially if you don't have a solid number 2 wide receiver, in which you don't right now. Also, you look at McNabb's accuracy. That's something that has to be key this week, because you know the voids in a cover 2 defense is the deep down the middle of the field and the deep halves in between the corner and safety. So it's up to McNabb to be able to fit those footballs in those tight windows this week in order to have some success. Also, you want to spread out that cover 2. The way you weaken the cover 2, which is a great defense by the way, is you spread it out more 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, different personnel groupings, different bunch packages. Spread out that cover 2 and it's going to disrupt the coverages. Now you look at the defensive side of the football. Number 1, we're going to start with special teams. No mental lapses in the special teams department. You facing Devin Hester, you can't have a breakdown in special teams, otherwise it's going to be a touchdown. You might as well get the kicking team out there ready to play. You also look at the outside linebackers of the Bears versus those tackles. Your tackles. That's against the Bears tackles. I'm sorry. You know the Bears struggle in pass protection. So you look at a Rackpo and company, Carter and Washington. These guys have to get after the quarterback, put the pressure on those tackles, and you can have some success. Don't give up big plays in the secondary. Those big plays are those one and done plays, 50-plus yard plays. You can't give those up this week and give the Bears offense confidence. Speaking of that Bears offense, forte again. Run the football this week. Do not forget that you have a talented tailback in the backfield. Run forte, especially against this Washington Redskins front. If Hainsworth's not going to be out there, you can effectively run the football down their throats up the middle of the field. And also, you want to target Moore and also Dowdy in the passing game. Those are the 2 weak spots, those free safeties back there. Target those guys in the passing game, and you should have some success deep down the middle of the field. And in the passing game, I would probably move Hester in the slot. Keep Hester on the move. That's the wild card. Allow guys like a Roman Shadu to step up and play the X. You know, that way Knox can play the Z, but keep Hester in the slot. That way he's most effective. He can do damage on Buchanan. Now you look at the defensive side of the football, you want to roll coverage to Santana Moss. Keep him bottled up. That way you're going to force McNabb to find a number 2 wide receiver, whether it be Galloway or also Anderson. You got to roll coverage to this guy. Also, Urlacher versus McNabb, that's the matchup to watch. McNabb loves to throw the football down the middle of the field. It's up to Urlacher in that cover 2 to get deep down the middle in coverage and make plays on the ball. And Peppers versus Trent Williams, the rookie. Can Peppers effectively beat him, play in, play out, and make that pocket uncomfortable for McNabb? Because if McNabb feels the heat coming from the backside, guess what? He's going to step up and try to hit the dump off, whether it be Cooley or Fred Davis. So it's up to Peppers to win that matchup, teach the rookie what it's like to be in the NFL. I'm going with Washington in this matchup, and here's why. You look at the 2 matchups of the coordinators: Jim Haslett for the Washington Redskins, Mike Martz for the Chicago Bears. The point is, when Haslett was the head coach of the Saints and when Mike Martz was the head coach of the Rams, that was a key matchup. Haslett always came out on top against Mike Martz's offense. So you look for the same type of schemes this week to disrupt the passing, to disrupt the timing, to put pressure on that offensive line of the Chicago Bears. That's the matchup that's going to win this game. Haslett versus Martz. I'm going with the Redskins on the road, especially in Soldier Field. Tough place to play. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can look at our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.